look at the lineups, and we'll start with the visitors. Auckland City, who had a rare week off last weekend, a break that coach Albert Riera said was appreciated by his team so they could freshen up ahead of this big clash. They've got an experienced lineup today, led by midfield Supremo Cam Howison. Striker Ryan DeVries has been scoring it better than a goal a game. 40-year-old Japanese defender Takeya Iwata comes in for just his third appearance of the season. They're missing a few key players with the likes of Mario Ilic, Rigon Marathi, Dan Morgan, Aidan Carey and Emiliano Tade not in the squad today. The home team, Eastern Suburbs. They've got 18-year-old goalkeeper Joe Knowles, who's played every minute for them in the league this season. In comes experienced forward Stephen Hoyle. It's just his fifth appearance this season. We've got a couple of recent All-Whites in Kelvin Carleur and Francis DeVries, who have been in great form this season, and well, they'll need to be at their best to deny the Navy Blues attack today. Youngster Lewis Toomey is always a threat going forward. They have got some key players out today as well, including defender Adam Thomas, top scorer Martin Bueno and Joe Jeremiah. Not too far from kickoff here at Madills Farm. Got a lovely day here. It's a decent, mild day. No rain forecast. Around 15 degrees. Great conditions for football. The pitch is looking good as well. Both these teams in such good form. Eastern Suburbs, well, having a wonderful season. They're still unbeaten in the Northern League, and they're trailing Auckland City only on goal difference. Suburbs, of course, also into the semi-finals of the Chatham Cup after a brilliant extra time quarter-final victory last week over Wellington Olympic. So we see the officials, our referee today, Nick Waldron, assisted by Stephen Merriman and Reza El Rabia. Meanwhile, Auckland City, well, they won't be lifting the Chatham Cup again this year. But, yeah, they had a week off. And their Northern League form has just been exceptional. They're also unbeaten in 16 matches. They've scored 48 goals and only conceded 6. These two teams battled out a 0-0 draw at Kiwitea Street back in April. Of course, this match is also a rematch of last year's Chatham Cup final, which the Navy Blues won 1-0 thanks to a Dylan Manicum goal. He's not in their squad today. So, look, it should be a really even contest today. The visitors, Auckland City, in their familiar all-Navy kit, will be playing from left to right to start things off here. And home team, Eastern Suburbs, in their all-white kit, the Lily Whites. Just a wee bit of a breeze at the back of Eastern Suburbs here, but very close to kickoff here. Good crowd coming in too to see the action here. This match could very well decide the Northern League champion with only a few rounds to go. It's Auckland City that get the match underway. Out to Jordan Vale, the ever-consistent fullback for them. Suburbs win it back, and number 7, Daniel Bunch, on the ball early there. But it will be a throw-in for the Navy Blues. Vale with the throw down the line and gets it back and looks to knock it over the top, hoping for a run from Cam Howison, who I think gave himself up for offside, and result is that Auckland City again through Vale will get a throw in a good attacking position. Clever ball looking for Gerard Garriga, the number 8 shirt for Auckland City. This time Vale crosses into the box, but Eastern Suburbs look to break through Toomey. And good battle there. Number 20, Jake Michelle. Couldn't win the ball back off Iwata. And it's all the way back to Connor Tracy in goals, who's split time between the sticks this season with the young Joe Wallace. But Tracy back in the lineup today. Former Canterbury United goalkeeper and New Zealand under 20 and under 23 rep. Always a good problem for a coach to have when there's a bit of competition in goals. Number 5 here, Aaron Raj. One of a few that were in the New Zealand under 20 World Cup squad over in Argentina recently. The 31 there, Jackson Jarvie, turning the ball over, but Raj does well. Pinged long by Hoyle, I think it was, back there. Tracy with a chance to rebuild. Nice bright start to the match here. As City look to play it out from the back. Bit of pressure from Suburbs, and Kalua sends it down the right, but Michael Den Hire in the 5 shirt there, middle of the park for the Navy Blues today. Michelle there, then the 20 shirt, not the ball he wanted there. Mitchell looks to go long. And City win it back higher up the pitch. Howison on the ball. Vale drifting infield and sends it long and central, but that's pretty comfortable for Joe Knowles. In goals, New Zealand under 17 rep, still only 18 years old and playing every match for Eastern Suburbs this season. Big talent there in goals. Toomey spreads it out the right hand side. Twig. Lily White's pretty confident on the ball so far and happy just to knock it around, try and build up an attack as it comes out to Raj. Francis de Vries there. That's cut out by Vale. Good contest there with Michelle, but Vale does well to send it downfield, and Howison now flicking it on for Joe Lee. Been in such good form again this season. Only recently turned 21, Joe Lee, and 7 Northern League goals to his name this season. Challenge coming in there from Daniel Bunch, and it's won the ball and now with a chance to attack. And, well, Tracy confidently diving out at the feet of Bunch and did well to claim the ball. Allowed a bit of time before thumping it long. Be a throw for Jackson Jarvie. So it looks like the experienced Hoyle is going to control things from the back. Oh, that's a sloppy ball there, though. Turned over to Garriga, and now City having a shot in. It's a comfortable one, though, for Knowles. But Stephen Hoyle will just be wary of turning the ball over in those kind of positions on the field. There's too much talent in this Auckland City lineup to not take advantage at some point. And again, the ball turned over here, and Lee now receiving the ball from De Vries, and now out to Gillian. Lee's drifted infield. Suburbs just about scramble it clear there. Vale's seen plenty of the ball early on. Former Eastern Suburbs player, actually. He's been with Auckland City for a few seasons now, but remember him making his mark in the National League. Suburbs is Joe Lee, just about having an opportunity open up there. Francis De Vries doing a good job there of tidying up and clearing. Nice turn from Garriga, and drives into the box and gets a low cross into the box, but again, Suburbs scramble it clear. Christian Gray on the ball there, another former Eastern Suburbs player in this Auckland City lineup. A bit of a sloppy ball across the field, which Vale was never going to get to, so Suburbs will look to craft something here. Long throw into the middle of the pitch, and way back to Hoyle. City now driving forward, Eastern Suburbs having to scramble back. Joe Lee loves to be in these areas of the field and loves to cut in onto that left foot. This time it's a cross, comes across to De Vries, but opted to try and find a teammate rather than have an attempt on goal. The Navy Blues just, well, building their way into the match here, but now Suburbs looking to counter. Michelle down that right-hand side, up against Iwata. Could be a good battle, that one. Howison tracking all the way back. And wins a goal kick to the frustration of Michelle. Bright start to the match here. Almost 10 minutes played here at Madills Farm. This crucial Northern League clash. Remarkably, both teams unbeaten after 16 matches as Auckland City try and play their way out from the back and just about do so. Quite incredible to have two teams still unbeaten after 16 matches. Bunch working hard to try and win that one, and gets on the ball again and wins a throw-in. Raj across to Hoyle, who knocks it long. Mitchell all the way back to Tracy. Hoyle seems to be tasked with trying to mark Ryan de Vries. This time it's Howison with a bit of space to drive forward and looks to shoot. He smashes it, leaving Knowles no chance. Well, Auckland City take the lead through their captain, fantastic Cam Howison. Just allowed far too much space to dribble towards the box. See de Vries, the ball fell out to Howison there. Just catch a replay here and look from close to the halfway line, but he was just allowed to run straight, and what an absolute bullet of a shot. Don't think Knowles even saw it. So brilliant start for Auckland City. Taking a 1-0 lead in the 12th minute here. And well, Cam Howison, I think that's his 4th goal of the Northern League season. Always a threat with the shooting boots from that kind of range. Geez, that was impressive. And after the last meeting between these two teams was a 0-0 stalemate, with not too many clear-cut chances, Alberia will be delighted to take an early lead here. Noel's coming a long way out of his box to clear that one, and might have to be alert here again, but Hoyle cuts it out but turns it over to Den Hire. Howison, oh wow, tried to get a wee bit clever there I think and turned the ball over. And how do the Lily Whites respond? They had started the match fairly confidently. I'm sure they won't want to panic yet. This Auckland City defence has been so mean throughout the Northern League season. Well, the ball just about stays in there. I think that was Jackson Jarvie. Auckland City only having conceded 6 goals in their 16 matches so far. They've been in great form. They've had a couple of draws this season to go with 14 wins. I think they've won their last 9 on the trot and only conceded a couple of goals in that time over the last couple of months. Mr. Vries again, Hoyle racing out to try and shut him down, but comes all the way out to Gillian. 19 shirt, he looks to open up a shot, can't do, but Garriga closed down. Lee happy to knock it all the way back to Den Hire. Navy Blues look to just tighten their grip. The early stages of this clash. Once again, what a battle that's going to be throughout the day. Hoyle up against de Vries. Free kick for Suburbs here. Ryan de Vries, 15 goals in his 14 appearances so far. He's had good support from the likes of Lee and Gillian getting in the goals. They've got 7 goals apiece this season, and now very close to a second goal there for Auckland City. Should replay Howison again. Looking dangerous, and it was Joe Lee drifting infield, shooting wide. Crowd building here at Madills Farm. Good atmosphere here for this big clash. Suburbs fans will be loving the way their team have been performing this season. They only finished 10th in the Northern League last season with only 5 wins all season. Wow. Already picked up 14 wins from their 16 matches so far this season. And of course, on a great Chatham Cup run into the semi-finals. Hoyle surging forward, and we know how dangerous he can be up at this end of the pitch. Wins his team a corner as Vale can only knock the ball over the line, and it's a good set-piece opportunity for the home team. Try and level the score. Toomey, always a threat with set pieces, and he'll look to deliver it into the 6-yard box. Goes towards the far post, and coming back in, and Tracy will be relieved to claim that one. Navy Blues just looking to control the tempo, as they love to do. Look at that battle again. De Vries and Hoyle all the way back in the other side of the halfway line. Hoyle just a bit too tight that time, conceding a free kick. It'll be a fascinating contest because, as well as his undoubted goal threat, the South African-born striker is just such a good link-up player as well. Garriga with a nice turn, and Auckland City will build again from the back. Gray goes long, and, well, it could have been an awkward bounce there for Knowles, but comfortable in the end. Gray winning the header on the second attempt, and Howison winning a free kick there to relieve the pressure. So we hit the 20-minute mark. If you've just joined us, Auckland City with a 1-goal lead. Captain Cam Howison scoring with a rocket from just outside the box after 12 minutes. Otherwise, it's been a pretty even affair between two of the, well, best club sides in the country this season. Bit of a press from Suburbs here, and they just about won the ball, but instead City will look to build again through Vale. He drives forward, a bit of space to run into. Plenty of teammates in front of him too. Lee cutting infield. And, oh, nice through ball coming through there. Hoyle leaving his feet. And it's some desperate defending there from the Lily Whites, but now they look to counter. Oh, that's very well done by Michael Den Hire, though. Calmly winning the ball back in the middle of the field, and City build again. Vale's been so heavily involved early on, drifting in field and rides the challenge of bunch and finds Lee, who'll cut onto his left foot. Mitchell out to Howison, who's drifted out the right-hand side and tries to thread it through for, I think it was Liam Gillian drifting in field. Great to see Cam Howison playing with such good confidence. Francis de Vries there in the 15 shirt for Eastern Suburbs. And in great form, great to see him back. Playing such good football. Had quite a serious ACL injury. Had a few caps for the All Whites now, and as Knowles knocks it long, and Francis de Vries, well, he's managed to play in some pretty fantastic countries around the world as well, having played in Switzerland, the United States and Sweden. Iwata sends it through, and Knowles, good communication, has claimed that one. Great to see in a young goalkeeper. Suburbs do well here, and Toomey driving forward. We know how much he loves to have a crack at goal from long range. Instead, it's a good cross, but just eluded the Suburbs players. Jarvie sends it out to Carla, and then 23 Jarayu Twig, 24-year-old midfielder for Suburbs, and good pressure here on Iwata, and it'll be a corner for Eastern Suburbs. That was nicely done there by Twig, I think, applying that pressure there and winning his side a corner. Be Francis de Vries who will look to send an in-swinger into the box. Also has the wind at his side's back here, so could be an awkward one for Tracy and the navy blue defenders to deal with. A couple of big targets up there to aim for too. It's an in-swinger at the far post, and Kaloa just couldn't quite get the connection that he wanted. Another player who's played for New Zealand recently thought he had just found a bit of space, the far post there, but Den Hire did a good job of closing him down. Tracy goes long this time, and Howison is driven forward. Gray sends it across to Vale. Suburbs with some good pressure there, although City do win it back. Iwata over on that left flank for Auckland City's at the ripe old age of 40. Made his 150th appearance for Auckland City last month. Been such a key player for them over the years since he joined in 2011. It's great to see that he's still able to contribute for the team, as that's a strong challenge coming in for Garega, who looks to spark an attack for the Navy Blues. Howison so clever at finding himself some space in the middle of the park. Vale again, just drifting in field. I guess you call that an inverted fullback role these days. See it a lot as strong challenge there. Joe Lee dropping back to receive the ball there. It's going to be a bit of an awkward one from Den Hire for across to Christian Gray, and happy to concede a throw-in. Be Tyler Lisette, the tall Suburbs midfielder, who will look to get a long throw-in here. Comfortably gets it in towards the 6-yard box, and then a shot coming in from Bunch, but blocked. Good tussle there between Toomey and Howison, I think it was. Cleverly cut out there by Den Hire. It could be a bit of an awkward bobble for Knowles to deal with. He does enough. Keeper's nightmare, that kind of back pass. Den Hire skips past Toomey and can't quite link up with Howison. Jarvie sends it down the right flank. Good battle there between Michelle and Iwata. Michelle does well to retain the ball and links up with Twig. Twig again. Calvin Kaloa to Lisette. And nice driving run here, but that's City looking to counter. Suburbs just struggling to prevent some of those Auckland City players from having so much time to build up play from the back. Instead, it's Bunch now on the ball. Cut out by Lisette, and now Toomey has a few options in front of him. Bunch. Bit of a high press there from Suburbs, and again they win a throw-in in a good position. Once again, Tyler Lisette will come across to take the throw. Recently played in Sweden's Super S in the second tier, there with IFK Varnamo. It's another long throw and dangerous one. It will be a goal kick though. So we hit the half-hour mark here. Auckland City taking that early lead after 12 minutes through Cam Howison. Good high press again here from Suburbs. And the Navy Blues just about play out of it, and strong run here from Iwata. Howison surveys his options. Goes all the way back to Gray. Going long this time out towards Lee on that right flank. Bunch holding the ball up and looks to send it down the right flank. But not quite the pass he was looking for there. Suburbs on a high after reaching the Chatham Cup semi-finals after a really impressive victory over Wellington Olympic, and took them to extra time for them to find the winner. So they drive forward here through Twig and just concedes a free kick there. Yeah, big Chatham Cup semi-final, travelling to Christchurch United, in-form Southern League team, who I think may have already confirmed their spot in the National League Championship phase later this year, and will join both of these Auckland-based teams. Really shaping up to be a fantastic National League this season. Likes of these two sides, Christchurch United, Wellington Olympic, have been very impressive in the Central League. Tracy again looks to link up with a teammate from the back. Howison always so busy and happy to go all the way back to Tracy here. Vale closed down this time, but happy to go long, and Gillian, well, offside flag going up a bit late there. In fact, no, it was, there might have been a wee shirt pull there, was there, and yellow card. Hoyle not managing to clear that, but teammates help him out there, and Bunch dropping back to receive the ball. Hoyle always loves having a bit of space like that to look up and play a dangerous ball in behind the defence. It's only Hoyle's fourth appearance of the Northern League season, but does take the captain's armband. Usually Adam Thomas is the captain for Suburbs at the back, but missing him today, so it's great to have Hoyle's experience. Twig looks to link up with Toomey. Out to Raj. Plenty of passes between the Suburbs defenders here, but now Hoyle looks to go long. Owara with a sloppy touch means that Jarvie win the ball back for the Lily Whites. Rassistovers does well there and gets a dangerous cross through. And, well, the shot fired over in the end from Twig, who probably should have done a bit better. He could have even taken that shooting opportunity slightly earlier. Took a touch. Awada might have done just enough to deny the initial shot. But there was a big chance for Suburbs to try and peg a goal back here. As I think it's the Navy Blues captain Cam Howison just needing some attention here. Be a big blow for them if he's picked up an injury. Chance for both teams to take a bit of a breather as the first half here winds down. Looks like hopefully Howison will be okay to continue. Of course, there's some more big football coming up later this evening. FIFA Women's World Cup. We're into the knockout phase of round of 16 and pretty much hot on the heels of this match. Switzerland versus Spain at Eden Park. And then we see Japan have been brilliant so far, taking on Norway in Wellington. Some big teams, of course, already knocked out at the group stage. Lee did well to keep that in play, and he just about win the ball back there, but Twig does well to tidy up the Eastern Suburbs. Got a couple of very experienced lineups here today. Auckland City's starting 11 with an average age of 28. As Garega sends a clever ball across. Now comes out to Lee, who tries to play a 1-2 there with Den Hire. Fair to say, Awada at left fullback position on the ball here maybe inflates that average age just a little bit, but plenty of experience in this lineup. As Kaloa just about does enough there. And last touch, I think, may have come off Kaloa. That's certainly what the visitors think, but looks like a goal kick awarded. Yeah, Suburbs with a bit of experience in their lineup too. A couple of extremes of experience there between young 18-year-old goalkeeper Joe Knowles and 30-year-old Stephen Hoyle. As the ball just about drops for Bunch driving through the middle. Now Toomey might have a crack at goal and close down quickly. And gee, we've seen him score so many goals from positions like that. Auckland City alert to the danger. There's another corner for Eastern Suburbs, and it will be Toomey again, former Wellington Phoenix youngster who takes the corner. Howison, I think, just cleverly wins a free kick there to relieve the pressure for the visitors. These two sides have met each other on 17 occasions since December 2016, and many of them have been tight affairs. But Auckland City have had 14 wins, 3 draws, and Suburbs yet to get one over their rivals in the Northern League. As Tracy thumps it very long. Strong header though by Hoyle. Crucial wee period of the match here. Final few minutes before half-time. There will be a few minutes of additional time as well, particularly after that Howison injury stoppage. But we know how often Auckland City can score in these periods as Suburbs win a free kick. Lily Whites would love to peg one back before the break. Lisette lays it across to Calvin Kalua. Might have gone out of play there for a throw-in. Auckland City coach Albert Riera, of course a legendary player himself for Auckland City and the Wellington Phoenix. He said this week that he didn't really need to motivate his players for this match. They know what's at stake. He also mentioned just they had the week off last week, not featuring in the Chatham Cup after their loss earlier to Western Springs, but his team appreciated a week off from what's always a very congested season. Can Suburbs create a chance before the break? Hoyle across to Raj. It's easily cut out by Den Hire, but one back now. And Francis de Vries looks to link up with Bunch, but turned over, and perhaps a counter-attack for Auckland City. Joe Lee hasn't seen too much of the ball lately, but looking to spark something. That could have been an awkward one for Vale, but does well under a lot of pressure from Bunch, who's got a huge work rate for a striker up top. Knowles does nicely there. Toomey dropping deep, but that ball will be cut out by Iwata. Vale once again has a bit of space to drive into. 1-2 with Lee. Bunch does well there, turn on the ball, and looked like he might have had his shirt pulled, but kept going, and it's created an opportunity here. Toomey on the edge of the box, chips it through to Bunch, and gets a shot in. I think the offside flag might have been up. It was a nice sharp save by Tracy, but that's a bit more like it for Suburbs. Punch was at the heart of that move, initially out wide and then getting onto the ball. Receiving that chipped ball from Toomey, but just gotten himself into an offside position. Is there one last chance here before the break? Kailua bundled over by Liam Gillian. And that gives Suburbs a good opportunity from a free kick here. See the likes of Hoyle driving forward. Toomey will look to send this one into the danger zone. Drives it in. Just wide of goal, and that sees referee Nick Waldron blow the half-time whistle here at Madills Farm. It's half-time in this crucial Northern League clash, and Auckland City hold a 1-goal lead. Captain Cam Howison scoring a bullet of a goal after about 12 minutes. It's allowed a lot of space to drive into and hit an unstoppable shot. And that's the only goal in the opening half here. Remember, these two teams unbeaten at the top of the Northern League. So this game could potentially decide the Northern League champion over the next few weeks. So it's been an engaging contest so far. Make sure that you don't go too far, because we'll be back very soon with second half action. See you soon.
The Fern is a symbolic representation for all New Zealanders and has been reimagined to represent all of football in Aotearoa, New Zealand. A circular shape not only symbolises the round ball used by all those that play the game, but also, and more importantly, represents the strength and infinite connection created by all those that play a part of the game. With each piece of the Fern recognising and acknowledging those that make the beautiful game beautiful. The stalk represents our grassroots, our communities, our clubs, our volunteers and our fans. They are the foundation and are at the centre of all we do. The pinner represents our federations across the whole of New Zealand. Our federations guide and protect our clubs and communities, allowing everyone to be heard, to be represented and provide guidance and opportunities at every pathway. One brand identity with regional differentiation. Federations in New Zealand football working together to serve our communities, creating more than a game, creating a sporting whānau where everyone is welcome.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game, and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
Came after 12 minutes when Auckland City captain Cam Howison scored a fantastic goal from just outside the penalty area after driving forward from close to halfway. It was a really impressive goal from, well, one of the best midfielders going around in the national leagues across the country. Out to Eastern Suburbs, they're a goal down, but they'll be desperate to get something out of this game. Both teams unbeaten so far. It's only goal difference, which puts Auckland City on top of the table ahead of this match. Suburbs will be looking for a big second half. Both of these teams throughout the season have scored most of their goals in the second half. 2/3 of Auckland City's goals, and Suburbs with 23 of their 37 goals in the Northern League coming after the halftime break. So anything could happen in the second half here as Eastern Suburbs, the home team, in their all-white strip, play from left to right in the second half. Auckland City in their navy blue. As Howison chips it inside in the middle of the field, Gariga, but he concedes a foul on Twig. Suburbs look to restart play quickly. All the way through to Iwata. Hoyle playing at the back for Suburbs today is able to just knock that one back to his goalkeeper Knowles, and well, frustratingly for Jake Michelle, free kick conceded there. Referee Nick Waldron didn't have too many big moments or controversial moments or anything in that first half. Controlled the game well. Experienced official. As Howison under pressure from Hoyle, but comes out to Gillian, who looks to cut inside. Sends it across to Gariga and then all the way out to Vale. Den Hire chips it across, looking for Iwata. Howison sends it back to Iwata, driving forward. Didn't see much of that in the first half, but that's encouraging. It's only Iwata's third appearance of the Northern League season. But yeah, more than 150 appearances for the Navy Blues now to his name, and Howison wins, well, yes, does win a corner there for his side. It'll be Liam Gillian, the 20-year-old attacker. Well, actually, he gives it up for Howison, who pulls rank. Gillian's been in good form with 7 goals to his name in the league. But it's the goal scorer, Howison, takes the corner, goes very deep and finds a teammate, but Suburbs just about get it clear. Gariga sends that one over, but chance for Knowles to reset for Suburbs. There weren't too many big chances for either side in the first half. Oh, Twig just slips and, wow, probably a bit lucky there to win a free kick. Go all the way back to Knowles. Raj, who's a very composed defender, just 20 years of age, one of the Suburbs players who featured for the New Zealand Under-20 World Cup side. There's another one in the 31 shirt, Jarvie, but now Michelle will get the ball back from Bunch and drives through the middle of the field. Might have been a wee shirt tug there from Gray and claims for a back pass and given here. And it's a big debate going on. I said that Waldron didn't have too many big decisions to make in that first half, but makes a big call here. It looked like Gillian had just slipped the ball back. It did look like a back pass. Went all the way back to Tracy, who picked the ball up, and that will mean a free kick inside the penalty area for Eastern Suburbs, just a few yards out. This could be chaos. No doubt all of the Auckland City players are just going to try and line up across the goal line there. Can't be any closer. They're just going to try and physically block the goal mouth, but what are we, 5 yards out here? I believe it's an indirect for a back pass violation like that, so might see Toomey just lay it off for Francis de Vries to try and thump here. Might see as soon as there's that touch, the Auckland City players are going to scream out at the ball, but referee Nick Waldron having to control this. Don't see this happen too often, but always fantastic to see because anything could happen here. Wait for the whistle to blow and then there'll be a touch and then it's going to be chaos. Whistle blows, fake touch, and now de Vries, somehow it was headed clear off the goal line, and Auckland City, and they win a free kick now, and that'll be a huge relief. You see the back pass here from Gillian, and no doubt that it was an intentional pass back, and Tracy picking the ball up. Might have been trying to claim that there could have been a touch from a Suburbs player, and here's a replay of the effort. Wow. Just relief for the visitors to retain their clean sheet so far. Well, that was a bit of fun. Yeah, City driving forward and cut out, finds its way to Howison, who shapes for a shot. He's closed down, but then Garriga, his shot also blocked. Some good tussles going on. There's a bit of feeling in this now. Bunch and Garriga go head to head there. Long towards the Navy Blues area, but Howison with some nice composure. Ball's gone out of play though. Jarvie with a throw. Happy to just thump it clear this time. Jackson Jarvie to take the throw, and it's a long one. And flicked on there. bunch has been full of energy and attack for Suburbs. Awata using all his experience there just to try and calm things down a wee bit. Good tussle there from Garega. Feeds it through to Gillian, who's in behind the Suburbs defence. He sends it across. Yeah, Hoyle knocks it down to Bunch. Toomey has some options here. Sends it out left to Francis de Vries. It's a good cross in towards the near post and shot coming in. Oh, Javi and Michelle almost getting a shot in on goal there. Still on the attack here. Kalua a long way forward and wins a corner. Home crowd liking what they're seeing there from Eastern Suburbs. Again, it'll be the left foot of Francis de Vries. Look to swing this into the danger zone. Drives it in powerfully. There's calls for handball and shot coming in, but blocked again. Suburbs with a good spell here. Still on the attack, Suburbs. Chipped across. City just about get it clear, but again, deflects into the danger area. Tracy, I think, will be able to pick it up on this occasion and calm things down for the Navy Blues. Earlier today, the under-23 clash between these two clubs at Kiwitea Street. Auckland City under-23s picking up a 3-0 victory over their rivals. And the senior team looking to do the same here as we're about to see a substitution. We'll see if we can pick up the change. And it looks like Garega coming off in the midfield and coming on. Experienced Chinese player, Tong Zhu. The 22 there. He's played in the Chinese Super League and made 13 appearances in the Northern League for City this season. He's on the ball here. Sends it forward and De Vries, Ryan De Vries, pretty well closed down as a shot coming in from Howison again. Jeez, he's always a threat around the edge of the penalty area. But Suburbs have done a pretty good job of closing down the in-form Navy Blues striker Ryan De Vries, who scored 15 goals in the Northern League season, better than a goal a game. Den Hire chips it down the right flank to the substitutes. No, that's Joe Lee on the ball. Clever layoff and the cross will come in and looking for Howison. Den Hire winning the ball back again. Claims for offside, but able to cross it in dangerously, and there's Howison claiming that he'd been fouled and trying to make the header there. Rada has a bit of space to drive into here. Gillian with a turn. Gets the ball back. Kamawata. All the way back to Christian Gray. Now, Iwata. Gillian, who so maybe playing in that central role at the moment with Ryan De Vries drifting out towards the flank. So it goes all the way through to Tracy. As Hoyle and Gillian go head to head there. Hoyle wins the free kick, did well there, despite Gillian's protests. We might see another substitution here, and it could be Malcolm Young coming on for Eastern Suburbs. Yes, in the 29. And a couple of changes, 21, Ryan Verney also coming on. So, a couple of changes on the hour mark there for the home team as they look to try and claw a goal back and get back into the match here. Still that early goal from Cam Howison is all that separates the two teams. Toomey to the substitute Verney, but it's cut out cleverly by Iwata, and he sparks a counter, and look at the pace of Gillian trying to get into space. Might not be a bad free kick to concede there from Toomey. Iwata again allowed a bit of space to drive into. Howison doesn't lose out in the middle of the park like that too often. He's frustrated. Bit of space though now for Howison. Sends it across to the right flank. Oh, that could have been dangerous for Suburbs, with Joe Lee getting into those sorts of positions and looking to try and cut onto his left foot and get a shot on goal. Could be another chance here for City, but Suburbs, that was a bit disappointing. Offside flag going up there against Auckland City. You can see in how here Albert Riera is trying to encourage his team. Hoyle's long ball charged down, and see, he's happy with that, the coach. Ten Higher links up with Iwata, who chips it forward, and Gillian gets on the end of that one. Good contest up against Kailua there, who does well, no foul conceded, and does well to win the ball. Kailua, who's now in all white, with having made his New Zealand debut against Curaçao back in 2021. Born in Malawi, but been in New Zealand since he was 6 years old. And only recently turned 24, but already a member of the 100 Club here at Eastern Suburbs. As De Vries trying to get into the game there, but couldn't receive the ball. Howison looks up, instead of a shot, sends it through to De Vries. There's appeals for, I think, a handball, but nothing given. Suburbs now. Hoyle comes across halfway line, links up with Raj. Adam Mitchell doing tidy work at the back as comes across, and there's appeals for a penalty, and it's awarded. And this is the big chance for Suburbs. Get back into the game. There's protests from Auckland City. But referee Nick Waldron judging that there was a foul there as the cross was looped in. And the referee had no hesitation in saying that Liam Gillian had fouled his opponent there. And it means Suburbs have a huge chance from the penalty spot to level the game at 1 apiece. Looks like Francis De Vries has been entrusted with taking the spot kick. So finally, he's going to get the chance to try and level the game here. Francis De Vries up against Connor Tracy in goals. And look at that, it's a clinical penalty, and look at what that means. Eastern Suburbs level it at 1 apiece in this huge Northern League clash. Couple of steps back, couple of steps forward, and well, sent the keeper the wrong way. He would have done well to get it if he had gone the right way, because it was drilled into the bottom right corner. And now we've got a game on. Getting higher as the urgency from this Auckland City side just ramps up a notch now. They were happy to just try and control the tempo of the game while they were leading, but they'll be desperate to try and get back into the lead. Hoyle sends it very long. Can't find a teammate though. Brief stoppage in play here. I think that might be Michelle taking a knock, but looks okay to continue. Sent towards the penalty area, claimed by Connor Tracy. Ryan DeVries dropping very deep to try and get involved, really, for Auckland City. He often gets subbed off late in matches for the Navy Blues, although that's often when they're in a comfortable position leading matches. They do have another big goal-scoring threat in Angus Kilcoley on the bench. DeVries does well to win the ball there. And trying to thread it through to Howison. Couldn't do so though. Not quite on the same wavelength there. Which team is going to be more desperate to try and find a winner here? Remember, the two teams both unbeaten from 16 matches each in the Northern League. Auckland City comfortably have the better goal difference between the two sides, with only, I think, 5 matches remaining in the Northern League after this one for these two teams. It's not too many more opportunities to try and split these teams at the top of the Northern League. It's a free kicks awarded there for Auckland City. Nawata drives forward again. He's done that a bit in the second half. Well cut out by Kalua though, and he tries to spark a counter and he drives forward himself. Michelle instead goes back to Lisette and then Raj. Toomey sends it through for Tracy, and well, I think he's done just enough there to claim the ball because he cleaned out the Suburbs attacker there, but no real appeals for another penalty. Substitute Young driving forward, and Vale does enough. Gillian, can he try and get into a bit of space there? No. I think it was Gillian who conceded the foul that led to that penalty, so he'll be desperate to try and claim a goal back for his side. Oh, it comes all the way through for Howison here up against Kalua. Good battle that one, and Kalua does enough. Gillian tries to link up with Howison now. Clever ball across to DeVries. Oh, from that kind of range, you know what's going to happen. He's had a quiet game, but he scored what could be a crucial goal. That's a clinical finish. Still had a bit to do, but how many times have we seen him in these kind of positions? Came across to him, just made himself a bit of space, turned, had a lot to do though still to beat the keeper from there, the edge of the box. But Knowles couldn't do a lot because it was just that good a finish. Ryan DeVries puts his side back in front. That could be a crucial goal. And the referee just trying to control things, speed things up as Auckland City were celebrating. And Suburbs have to do it the hard way again. They found the equalizer, but only kept the scores level for, probably only about 7 minutes before Auckland City, well, they do what Auckland City does. Suburbs have just done such a good job of keeping Ryan DeVries quiet for most of this match. So they will get a corner here, the Lily Whites. It'll be Toomey. Swing it in. Dangerous one at the near post. It's cleared initially, but another chance here for Toomey to get it in. Looped in, but well cleared. And City counter. They've got DeVries again. He's got Howison with him in space in the middle of the field. I think he was frustrated he didn't get it, but still, it's alive for Auckland City. Gillian. Oh, he'll kick the ball in play there, I think. Yeah. Well, Suburbs will be relieved that they prevented a shot on goal there. That could have been a real death knell for them if they had conceded a third goal. Comes out for Young, who sends it straight down the middle there, and well, Tracy had to be alert, and he was. Bunch couldn't quite get on the end of it. Tracy going long this time. That bounces all the way through to Knowles. Lisette spreads it across to Kalua. Hoyle launches it down the right flank. It's kept in there by Young. But then maybe a free kick conceded. City will be content again to just try and slow things down a wee bit, play the game at their pace. Kalua wins the first header, and then Hoyle knocks it clear, but cut out by Den Hire, who's been so good at doing that throughout the match for Auckland City. And again, he's in a contest. Across to Tongzu, who chips it across to Gillian, who's offside. See another change or two here. See if we can pick up those substitutions. It's been a great contest between these two teams. We knew it was going to be a tight game. When these two teams met earlier in the season, back in June, I think it was 0-0 stalemate. Well, we've got some goals today. Still been a pretty tight affair throughout, though. It's the Navy Blues with the advantage at the moment, though, as Suburbs awkwardly trying to play it out from their half here. And that could have been an awkward one for Knowles, but he was alert to it. Den Hire again mopping up. City will build up from the back again. Gray knocks it across to Adam Mitchell, and then Vale caught on the ball down that right flank. Vale again. It's cut out though, and now Bunch drives forward. Has some support too. Kalua now. Oh, nicely cut out again from, well, free kick. He's adjudged to have gone through the back of his opponent there, Michael Den Hairo. Thought he got a big piece of the ball, but he may have also gone through the back of the player. And it means it's a free kick in a dangerous position for Eastern Suburbs. So we see then number 9 for Auckland City come onto the pitch, Angus Kilcolly. Striker with, well, I think 4 goals to his name in the Northern League so far this season, but he's a goal-scoring machine. There's De Vries, let's go short before then chipping it into a dangerous area, and Tracy, did he take out the player? Claims for a penalty, but may have been an offside flag as well. Maybe Kalua on the ground here, who may have worn the glove of Tracy there. It was very scrappy. I don't quite know what Suburbs were trying to spark here. Big bomb, and well, Tracy looked like he got a big piece of the ball, but may have caught the Suburbs player, and that can be painful. There were certainly appeals for a penalty. Fortunately, it doesn't look like... No, actually, well, Calvin Kalua looked like he was getting back to his feet, but still looks to be in a bit of discomfort. He's had another strong performance today, the Eastern Suburbs defender. Let's hope he's okay to continue. Yellow card awarded to Tracy, I believe, which... So I think there may have been an offside call, but Tracy still receives a yellow card. He's a bit confused by that, but does mean he'll just have to be a wee bit careful over the last few minutes of this match, and not too much silly time wasting or anything. City trying to spark a chance. Cross comes all the way across to Kilcolly. Picks up with Iwata, and back to Christian Gray. He goes long. Got some good targets up top now. Higher links up with Howison, chips it forward, looking for the runner Kilcolly. Just looks to hold the ball up near the corner, but then turns and gets crunched by Malcolm Young. It might be a foul on the Eastern Suburbs player. Well, knocks it long, but it's cut out, and DeVries trying to get on the end of it, but Raj does well, and now Suburbs can drive forward through Francis DeVries. In into the 6-yard box, and City play their way out, but only as far as Lissette, and oh, good challenge there as Bunch drove forward. Some nice play from Eastern Suburbs substitute in the 6th shirt, Jaden van der Hayden. Both sides making lots of changes here in the second half. Francis DeVries, who scored for Suburbs from the penalty spot with another corner towards far post. Tracy does just about enough to punch it clear. Could be a pretty intense final few minutes of this clash now, I think, as it comes out to Young. Raj sends it across to Young. There's a little bit of space and thinks about a shot. Might even have another go here, but Kilcolly does well to close him down. Another cross coming in. There's an awkward one there for Tracy, and then deflected back and put into the net, and there is an equaliser late on for Eastern Suburbs. It was a bit scrappy, but they don't care. Well up in attack now, the ball came across, and I think it may have been the substitute, Ryan Verney, in the 21 shirt there, who was the one who put the ball in the net. And once again, nothing separates these two teams. 2 apiece. We're not far off the 90-minute mark. There will be a few minutes of additional time as well, but what a good tussle it's been. Howison comes all the way through, and oh, what a brilliant block there. Howison thought that it had opened right up for him, and Zach Hoyle all the way back. Look at Howison, but what a brilliant challenge. Joe Knowles sends it long. Feel like anything could still happen here in the final few minutes. Plenty of passion at stake too. Suburbs try and put a bit of pressure on the Navy Blues. They've now got possession and look to build from the back through Kalua. It's cut out though by Howison. Oh, and a good strong challenge from Kalua, but Howison might get back on the end of this, and he's got a bit of space and a couple of teammates to aim for in the middle. Sends it across. Hoyle. Big effort from him today. He's done well to block that cross. It's crucial. Gray sends it across to Mitchell. Frustration there from the Navy Blues bench, thinking their throw should have gone their way. So we're into referee's time now. It's Bunch sends it down the left flank. DeVries storming forward, but Vale's got such a good engine on him, but Suburbs do want it back. DeVries with that left-footed cross again, but didn't really have a target in the 6-yard box. Is there one chance left in this match? You feel like there could be one more moment. Nicely cut out by Kalua, but only comes to Howison. Strong challenge there, and Suburbs just do enough. And can they launch another attack forward? They don't have too many options up an attack there. Got 14 Jaden Scott on now in the 14 shirt. He couldn't get on the end of that long ball. Both of these teams score plenty of goals late in matches. In fact, a quarter of Auckland City's goals have come after the 80-minute mark, and Suburbs have scored plenty late on as well as it comes through to Howison, but Kalua in the right place at the right time. Lee has been a little bit quiet today. Right through to Ryan DeVries, back to Iwata. Suburbs have done well to force City all the way back, and now Bunch with the intercept and up against Christian Groves, slides in, and wasn't the cleanest of challenges, but did enough. Gee, I wouldn't want to be conceding another penalty at this stage of the game. Bunch's work rate today has been fantastic for Suburbs and almost sparked something there. I think that's a long-range shot coming in. Was that Howison? Because we've seen him score from that kind of position before. As the sun begins to set here at Madill Farm. Could be another late chance here for Suburbs. It's once again Christian Gray up against Bunch, and could be a final set piece opportunity here for the Lily Whites. There's Francis DeVries who comes across again. They got some good targets to aim for here too. Can Connor Tracy and the Navy Blues defence deny Suburbs? Swung into the danger zone. Oh, and that one sent well over the bar. Actually all the way across field, but can't be kept in. How much urgency will there be here from City to try and find a late winner? 10 higher sends it long down the middle, but Hoyle deals with it. Maybe one last opportunity here for the Navy Blues. See Howison in a bit of space over on this near side. Doesn't come his way though. It's sent a long way forward. Now it might fall for Howison. No. See Jaden Young, the chance to stretch his legs. Up against Mitchell. Slides it through for Bunch. When look, Howison all the way back, helping out his defence. In the right place at the right time. That's huge effort. And may have even been fouled in the process. Bit of frustration from both sides here. Surely just moments remaining in this match as Tracy knocks it long. And, free kick there will go the way of the visitors, and maybe they have one last chance here from a set piece. What can Cam Howison concoct here? So he'll swing it in towards those players attacking the far post. It's in the danger area. Sent clear, and there is the full-time whistle from Nick Waldron. It's a 2-2 draw between the top two teams in the Northern League. Auckland City twice leading in the match, but Eastern Suburbs pegged them back, and to be fair, probably deserve to get at least a point out of the match. It was a great tussle between two very strong and competitive sides. We knew it was always going to be a tight affair. Only 12 minutes gone before Howison found some space and just smashed that shot in from the edge of the area. Fantastic goal, and they held the lead for a while. A good save there from Tracy to deny Bunch, and then a bit of a crazy moment there where a back pass led to an indirect free kick that Auckland City managed to keep out, and they conceded a penalty after 66 minutes that Francis de Vries coolly converted to level the scores at 1 apiece. The lead didn't stay that way for long though, because Ryan de Vries, who had had a pretty quiet game, scored an absolute screamer, turning on the edge of the box to put Auckland City back in front. But late on, with just a couple of minutes left on the clock, substitute Ryan Verney turning that one into the net for Eastern Suburbs to level it at 2 goals apiece here at Madills Farm. So nothing separates these two teams. Again, they had a 0-0 draw earlier in the Northern League season. They're still clear, both teams unbeaten still. Now after 17 matches in the Northern League, Auckland City ahead on goal difference and probably still favourites to take the Northern League title, but hey, anything could happen over the last few weeks. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you've enjoyed this coverage. Make sure you keep tuning in to National League football action from the Northern League, Central League and Southern League being broadcast live every weekend. From myself, Morgan Jarvis, and everyone else bringing you this broadcast, thank you and farewell from Madills Farm in Auckland.